What must I do to inherit eternal life? What a question. Jesus was asked that very question. In Luke chapter 10, we have the account of a lawyer who came to Jesus and with the intent to ask him a question and test him with the question. And he said, behold, it says in verse 25, a certain lawyer stood up and tested him, saying, Teacher, what shall I do to inherit eternal life? And he said to him, what is written in the law? What is your reading of it? In other words, Jesus allowed him to give his interpretation based upon the law. What is written in the law? How do you understand it? And the man answered and said, you shall love the Lord your God with all your heart, with all your soul, and with all your strength, and with all your mind, and your neighbor as yourself. 5 things that the man listed. Thinking you do this, his interpretation was, you do this, if I do this, I will inherit eternal life. And Jesus said to him, you've answered rightly. Do this, and you will live. But he, wanting to justify himself, said to Jesus, who is my neighbor? See, when you're living life out of religion and out of performance-based mindset, what happens is that is the total opposite of the kingdom life, because you're always trying to figure out, well, who is my neighbor? Is that my neighbor? I see somebody with a flat tire along the way. Should I stop and help them? Is that my neighbor? And we begin to reason, and we don't walk in the capacity of compassion, which love is what I see kingdom life is all about. Love covers even a multitude of wrongs. And so in regards to kingdom living, as I look at this lawyer came to Jesus with 5 things that he was every day trying to accomplish. Kingdom life is not about trying these 5 things, but kingdom life is dying every day. I can't, but through Christ I can. And so I want to encourage you as you go about today. Jesus raises the bar of, the standard by which we are to live. He raised such a high bar. It was more than just physical adultery. It was even if you look upon. In other words, the whole idea is you cannot in yourself be good enough. It is only through dying every day. And then it's out of that love for Christ and him accomplishing what we couldn't, that love arises, and with it, compassion. And compassion becomes that which motivates us as we minister the good news of the kingdom wherever the Lord gives us opportunity. God bless you. Be a kingdom seeker.